Hi everyone, it's Chadilia here. This is my very first video that I am doing. It is the new moon Aries, so what a perfect time to start something new. Just a brief introduction about me. I got interested in astrology when I found out my real birthday. I didn't know my real birthday because I was adopted out of Seoul, South Korea by my Dutch immigrant parents. I was 1 year old when I came here, but I came here with not knowing my real birthday. So I was at a party about maybe 12 years ago, and there was a medium there, and I had the opportunity to ask her to please ask my guardian angels, when is my real birthday? And she closed her eyes and she was like, your birthday is August 12th and you were born at 12:59 p.m. I'm like, yes. The exact time and the date, perfect. I can totally do a full-on chart. And I was in classes at the time studying astrology, and my teacher did my chart and I found out everything about me that is me. I am a full-on Leo. August 12th is Leo. And you can kind of tell I'm a Leo. I've got the big hair and the dramatics, and yeah, stubborn, of course, but very theatrical and entertaining. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is shining all the time, except at night, obviously, but it's shining somewhere. So Leo suns are just basically, yeah, we're the ones that get the party going. We're the ones that love the spotlight sometimes. We're the ones that are playful. So that really, knowing my birthday was such a profound, it just really opened up every single door for me. I've learned so much about myself since I found out my real birthday and the time I was born. There's an old saying that was written in the Oracle of Delphi in Greece, know thyself. And I've taken that into total heart and been like, okay, so if I don't know myself, how can I expect to give all of myself to others? Well, that totally makes sense, right? Because if you know yourself and you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, you know how and what and where and why and everything, it just opens up so much, and you learn so much about yourself, and that in turn helps you to work on all the things that you just need to work on, like your feelings, your emotions, your the reason why you're here, your talents come out of your chart, the good, the bad, the yin, the yang, the positive, the negative. So with that, I came up with 3 points in your chart that everyone needs to know as a basic tool in astrology. There are 3 points: the sun and the moon and your face. The face is the time that you were born, and that's the mask that you wear, your ascendant or your rising sign. So I put those 3 together and I came up with PAT, your personal astrological trinity. 3 points in your chart is your PAT. So with your PAT, you know your sun, moon, and face. You know so much more about yourself that you didn't know before. So let's go through my PAT right now. Just quickly, just briefly. My PAT is, my sun is Leo, my moon is Libra, and my face is Scorpio. Just those 3 things. Just by knowing those 3 things, I now have the tools to get me through life on a regular basis, on a day-to-day basis. So let's start with the sun sign. Your sun sign is your birthday. So August 12th obviously is my birthday as a Leo. So everyone who knows their birthday does know what sun sign they are. The sun represents your ego. The sun represents your reason for being here, your self, me. The sun, this is sun astrology that I'm talking about, is Western astrology that we folks in the Western world use. And when you read your sun horoscopes, those are the things that you read about your sun sign. And let's move over to the moon sign. The moon sign is something that I didn't know about, but the moon sign regulates your feelings, your emotions, how you emotionally react to people, places, and things. It's your inner child. So my moon sign Libra is very balanced. It's very fair-minded. It's peaceful. It is a little bit indecisive, the shadow side, but it's also a very charming place for a moon. And then let's go to the third point in your chart, your Trinity chart, your pat. And that is your face, your rising sign, the mask that you put on. When you leave the house, some of you don't have the same rising sign as your sun sign. So if you, for instance, if I was born in the morning when the sun rises, then I would be a Leo face as well. However, I wasn't born at that time. I was born almost at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so that would put my face as Scorpio. Scorpios are very intense. They're very passionate as well. They're also another stubborn sign. It's fixed, and it's a water sign, so it's very emotional. Ruling sign planet also with Scorpio is Mars. So that is my personal astrological trinity. Now, do you know what your personal astrological trinity is? So I'm offering all my Instagram friends and family to send me or write down your birthday and your time that you were born, if you know the time, and then we can figure out what your pat is. And from there, I encourage you, and I'm going to help you work on your own personal astrological trinities therapy that you have within yourself. You have the power every day to follow the moon and see what sign she's in. Putting all these signs together also can match you up with your friends, with your family, with your partners, with your coworkers. It's so fun to do, actually, when you find out someone else's pat and you're like, oh, that's why they're like that, or that's why they behave like that, or that's why they act like that. It's super fun to find out someone's whole, just who they are, and then you can really understand where they're coming from. Now, I must put this in as well. Astrology is not here for people to judge, because I constantly see people judging others for being, oh, so this person so-and-so, that they should be this and that way. Come on, folks. That's not what astrology is for. Astrology is it's a language. It's an ancient language that has been spoken for centuries. We astrologers are just here to interpret it and to just kind of help everyone along with kind of figuring out what's going on with the universe and how all the planets out there, what are they doing? What aspects do they have? What houses are they visiting, etc.? So that being said, I am completely an eternal student of astrology. It is such a science. It is such a language. It is so complex, because I think we humans are quite complex, aren't we? And it is just a tool just to help us get through whatever it is. So let's talk again about the moon. How do we feel? Today, the moon is with Aries. Aries is a sign of passion, of me first. It is a very adventurous sign. A lot of Aries moons are very decisive. I also read somewhere that Aries moons can be very flirtatious and upfront, which I can totally see, because once you start talking about them, me, but not me, them, then it's like, oh, hi. And all of a sudden, I've got a couple moon Aries friends who are just like, yeah, hi, I'm here. Regardless of their sun sign. So when we go deeper into one's pat, then we can see how the sun, moon, and face work together on a daily basis. Because I also remember the word karma literally translates into action, and your face, your mask, your ascendant sign is action. It's all about what you physically do. It's not Mercury. It's not the moon. It's not Saturn. It's not Pluto. It's not Venus. It is your physical. I want to call it your Halloween costume as well. When you leave the house, you put that Halloween costume on. So that's how you deal with the general public. So you might run into me and you might not see the Leo or Libra at all. You'll see Scorpio. And if you're in my way, so what I want you to, when you think about your pat, I want you to think about where in your life are you at this moment. I know a lot of us are in a state of panic or in a state of stress, and it's not a fun moment right now. So yeah, your So the new moon today is an excellent time to start new things. New things that would be that maybe that you were thinking about the last new moon. The last new moon was Pisces, and this new moon is a perfect time to just start on yourself. Me, Aries, me, you, not me. So think about what you could do to, let's say it's spring cleaning right now. What makes you feel good? Think about what makes you feel happy. Remember that the moon sign also represents your inner child. When you were a child and you were nurtured by whichever parental figures you had, how did that make you feel? How secure did it make you feel? As we become older and we're adults, we take that inner child and we use that inner child and we work with that inner child either for us or sometimes against us. So with this Aries moon, it's a great time to actually start new beginnings. Like I'm doing this today because this is a great day to start doing videos and getting my face out there and start helping people, start counseling people. And because everything is just so chaotic right now, yeah, I would love to hear from you. I want to know how you feel, what your thoughts on astrology, what makes you happy, how do you feel, give me your thoughts on this PAT thing. I came up with this myself. I love acronyms. Acronyms are around everywhere. PAT therapy is cute because it's personalized. You don't need to be a therapist because you can be your own therapist. You are in charge of your destiny. I'm not in charge of your destiny. I can help you. But at the end of the day, my karma is my karma. My actions are my actions. How you react to me is not my karma. But how you react to yourself is your karma and what you do. So thank you for listening, for me rambling. This is my first video. I'm so tired. But I'm Leo. We're sunshiny. We're optimistic, just like our fellow fire signs. We're forward thinking, and I wish you all the best during this crisis. And I'm just like, oh, just hang in there, folks. It's gonna get better. Just remember to stay your distance from each other. Social distancing is huge. They just announced that they're going to charge $1,000 per person in Canada, or is it just Ontario, or maybe all of Canada? But just practice washing your hands as well. Don't stick your fingers in your face. It's so hard not to touch I can't stop touching my face. But now I'm really getting the gist of that, because there's so many yuckies on your fingers, and you touch your eyes and you like pick your nose or what. Just stop it. Just don't do it. It's not going to help. And also, just please remember to just start trying to and stay calm as you can. There's so much panic out there. It's not going to help. It's going to make your stress levels higher. And when your stress levels are higher, so lowers your immune system. Has been proven left and right. Do your best with self-care. And if you are into astrology and you love it, study more. Analyze people's charts. I love analyzing Hollywood charts. I'm gonna do that as well, and just analyze pats of Hollywood or famous people and compare. So that'll be in my next videos. And so stay tuned. I'm gonna start posting lots of this stuff and blah blah blah, and podcasts and everything that gets me out there. Because we can't see each other. We can see each other, but we can't physically be with each other. And I know it's tough for some of you folks out there, especially with Venus in Taurus right now. That is a very, very touchy-feely position for Venus to be with Taurus, because Taurus is all about sensual things. So all you Taurians out there, I really feel for you if you're not getting cuddled or touched, or your 5 senses aren't being met. But just hang in there and connect with folks. Talk to your friends and family. I said to my husband, I'm like, so who can we contact here that we know that it puts on a strong front? And they're like, yes, I can do this. And those are the folks that we need to reach out, because they need the support. Because some of them, and sometimes that's me too, I think that, no, I don't, I'm fine, I'm good. But no, it's nice to hear out from someone, to reach out to somebody and just to say hi, even just to say hello, say, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Just a quick, simple message to a loved one. It goes a long way. It really does. So thank you for listening to my babbling, and I look forward to hearing from you.